SMT Nation, we back. Nation, we got an interesting article. It's coming from Dano, lightreading.com. I'll go ahead and link it for you in the description. But what I'm going to do here is kind of spin this in a way that I think is going to be more meaningful to us, the consumers, and what this means to us, right? As T-Mobile customers and users of the network, how is this going to proceed for us moving forward, and why I'm really frustrated with the network outage that probably was avoidable and didn't have to happen. All right, so we'll be tying those things in today. But before I start, I just want to let you know that we do have the Buy Me a Coffee link. If you guys want to support your creators directly, that's one way to do it. You can also get a great deal on wireless service through Mint Mobile, our partner. The partner link is in the description. Use it, save money on your wireless, and also help out the channel. Appreciate those considerations. All right, so as of right now, the big news is that T-Mobile's fresh off of this huge network outage that impacted so many random people in so many random places. Initially, the chief technology president, Neville Ray, who's set to retire very soon in short order, said it was a fiber cut from a third-party provider, didn't name any names, didn't really give any responsibility. We don't believe it. We have reason to believe that there was a failure in some other type of system setting, or there was a failed check or something going on with whatever updates they're doing. And a lot of it stems from the fact that the 5G network core, the standalone 5G networking side of things, it's very rocky. All right, it is. These are massive network operational changes, and it's not easy to do this. To put it lightly, we believe, and we have reason to believe it based on internal information, that it was a failure in checks and it was probably avoidable, but the urge to rush and be first, and all this other, it would be nice for them to take a step back occasionally and be just slightly more conservative when it comes to their customers' user experiences. And honestly, those failures and those regressions are part of the reason why T-Mobile has a hard time penetrating huge enterprise and government and agency, right? You have to be reliable, and it's non-negotiable. And some entities just don't want to play around with these things. Anyways, moving forward, what T-Mobile is going to be doing is trying to operate what's known as a converged network core, in which all their traffic can run on the same core network operations. So that means whether it's 4G LTE-based devices or non-standalone 5G devices or standalone 5G devices, which some devices, the more modern ones, have all those connections. So having a fully automated converged core gateway allows T-Mobile to simplify those network functionalities across the cloud, the edge, data centers. All that operational complication, gets to be managed very intelligently and very efficiently. Well, that's good for T-Mobile, and that's cost effective, and it's great. We're glad that Cisco is able to offer this and make T-Mobile a more streamlined and efficient company. Now, what does this mean for us? We want one thing. We want a system that works and does not fail. So I don't care NSA 5G, SA 5G, 4G LTE. I don't care. I don't care about SMF, UPF, any of these other things, PCF, CHF, whatever. We want a reliable network experience that doesn't involve unnecessary failures. Because as of right now, that's what we're seeing. So I'm hoping that this converged network core can help manage some of these kerfuffles and failures and problems that T-Mobile has been experiencing as they try to push the envelope, as they try to be on the cutting edge, the bleeding edge of new technologies. And we just want them to be reliable. Moving forward, again, I hope they're a little bit more conservative when they go about making mass scale changes on their national network. Taking chances and being risky, leave that to gamblers. But when it comes to connectivity, I don't want my connections on a gamble. I don't want them on a whim, and I don't need them to be extremely progressive to the point where it's like, good luck, everybody. Hopefully it works out. Let's see what happens. Not when those connections could be somebody's main, and it's the difference between them connecting to and from their loved ones. They're not receiving calls or making calls or having any data sessions. I mean, they talk about, having first responders and agencies and enterprise. Hopefully this helps them. right, moving forward. And this critique and my evaluation of the situation is from a place of good faith. We can't truly call T-Mobile a real competitor to Verizon and AT&T until they start acting like them when it comes to the reliability piece. Again, I'm not trying to throw asperges. I'm just calling a spade here. And, some people get their thongs all up in a bunch and get all mad about stuff. But if you're not willing to speak out like this, they'll never change. They'll just continue to be second rate, taking shortcuts, and not being careful with your connectivity. We've already seen their inability to protect your data and their unresponsiveness in that arena. So how far is too far? You guys tell me what you think about the prospects of this converged gateway, and do you think it's going to be something that can improve some of the problems we've been seeing recently with these outages and other failed network situations? Love to hear what you have to say on this. You are the voice of the people of the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. All I want is mitigation. All I want is reliability. That's all I want. Like, share, subscribe for more. Turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links in the description for all things going on with the channel. Big shout out to my YouTube members and Patreon supporters for all that you do to make content on this channel possible. Y'all the goats. And also, if you want to support the SMT, you can buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description for that. Support us that way. And then also the Mint Mobile partner link is in the description. Save money on your wireless service and help out the channel as well. Thanks for watching. We shall see you all on the next video. Peace.